Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, whatever it is. Before 12, after 12, something is there. So, good morning, everybody in the class. Are you all there? Are you listening to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, this is regarding the project. I can give you the idea also. You can create the Google form. Okay, it is idea. It is up to you how you are all conducting the project. Okay, you can create Google form and Google quiz. So if you have not done before, I will show you. If you have already done before, you just let me know. Have you ever created the quiz in Google? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so what you can do is you can create the quiz in Google form and you can circulate that to your office, company, wherever you want to have the reply from them. Okay, I just show you, I share the screen. See, there are two ways directly you can find out Google form creation or Google quiz creation. You can type. So this is one way. Okay, and you will get that, or you go to your mail. Everyone must have the mail ID, Google mail ID. Okay, Gmail ID you must have, and log into that ID. Then, so here you must be having the Google apps. Go to the Google app. Whatever you want to do, you can go through this and come down. You can see forms. Okay, so click on that forms. Then you will have all these. Start a new form, blank. You can click on here. Okay, so you will get this page. So in this page, you can add the questions. Okay, so before that, want this to be a question answer, you can make it as a question answer. If you wanted this to be a quiz, you can make a quiz. Okay, so what you can do is, first you can ask their name. Okay, so like name. So name they will enter here. And how they are related to you. Next question, plus symbol. Click here and plus symbol is there. And what is, you can, as you wish, you can write. So what is your relationship with me? It means I am your friend. So they have to, you can write the option also. Whether you want uncle, aunt, friend, neighbor, so you can have that. Okay, just I will give you little bit idea. You only have to do lot of research and you have to make. And here you will have everything. Multiple choice means you will have, otherwise you can change. Checkbox means 2 to 3 they can create. Okay, next you can create any short answer. If you want a short answer, so you can create this. And one after this, okay, if you want this to happen in the same section, no problem. If you want to ask the question, so next you can start. how many IT equipments you own? That is like mobile, and what are they? Next, you can ask. Okay, so what are they? That is in number they will give 224, and what are they? They will write mobile, 2 laptops, like that. So these type of questions you can create. Okay. So once you have created this, here there is an option called send. So once you click on the send, okay, click on the send, you will have all these options. Collect emails, you don't want their emails. If you want, you can collect their emails. Okay. Then what you need to do is click on this link. Then shorten URL. You can short the URL. So now you just imagine I'm selecting Control C. Copy karo. Now I am pasting in your, see, this way only we conduct a quiz for you all. Now I am pasting. Okay. So all of you don't respond karo, submit karo, chalega trial ke liye. Now you all open this. Are you able to see? You check. Are you able to see this? May I get a reply?
Yes, ma'am, we can see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, in this way, you can create the Google quiz and you can send this to your friends, relatives, the company people, and they will fill up this. Okay. From there you can. So next, I will tell you, you can change the title. Okay. So here you will change green computing survey. So like that you can do. Okay. So this is one way. So how to see the response? So you click here and click on this, create spreadsheet. Okay. So in this, now I have got 2 persons ka response. Ifat and Mahesh, they have responded. So what is your relationship? They have given student and one person has given teacher. So मेरे लिए वो teacher है. Okay. So you click here, create spreadsheet, create a new spreadsheet and click on here, create. So this Microsoft Excel में you will get the answer like this. So this answer, okay, you can put it in Word. What is the question? Answer. थोड़ा copy paste करना पड़ेगा आपको. ये तो आप कर सकते. So in this way you can do our project. So this is one tip I'm giving for you all. Okay, the question will be there. You can create all the questions. How many equipments? 2. And what are they? Okay. And just he has selected option 1, option 1. So you all create a quiz and you can send it to others and you can get the reply. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So आज try करो, interesting होगा सबको and कुछ ना कुछ try करो and do not send me क्योंकि 100 students if they send I won't be able to respond 100 students का. So don't ask me, ma'am, can you fill up this right? Okay, like please do not ask me. वो बहुत difficult हो रहा है. How many replies मतलब कितने लोगों से?
मैम
So you
असाइनमेंट होने के बाद मतलब जो एक्सेल शीट आएगा स्क्रीनशॉट सबमिट करना है क्या मतलब कैसे क्या करना है
नहीं नहीं, एक्सेल शीट में आने के बाद आप सब चीज वर्ड में सबमिट करना है मुझे. You need to submit in Word. In Word, you have to write your name, your roll number, and FI BSc title, subject green computing. Okay. Then
और
question.
और फिर वो टेबल कॉपी पेस्ट करना है क्या?
Question number 1, to whom you interviewed with the person name, okay, and relationship with you. Understood what I'm saying? So, to whom you interviewed, to whom you asked the question. Suppose you asked the question to your uncle. So, mention the name of that person. Okay. So, Rajmohan is the name, Rajmohan. Then, your relationship, uncle, Aisa Liko. And neighbor means you write neighbor. Okay. So, like, and if the person is the MD of the company, any working. So, what designation? So you only create so many things, and I will not check exactly. It is not 1 + 1 = 2. ऐसा मैं नहीं चेक करूंगी. But किससे आपने पूछा, किसने जवाब दिया, वो क्या पोजीशन में काम कर रहा है. Okay. I told you all, you can ask the servant maid also, you can ask the rickshaw wala also, no problem. You have to mention. Okay. To whom you ask this question, what reply you got. So everything you have to write in your project. Understood? And what are questions you have to ask? How many questions you have to ask? That is left to you. Okay, 10 questions, 10 questions रखो, 10 के ऊपर नहीं चाहिए. आपको 10 questions mind में नहीं आ रहा है, 5 questions आया चलेगा. Minimum 5, you keep it. Maximum 10 questions you have to ask them. Okay. And how many responses? See, if you send this to your friend group, so many responses will be there. I don't want like that. 2 to 3 friends select karo, bas hota hai. Commonly the same age group people, they will do in this way only. E-waste, sab kuch. Okay. So what I want is you ask how many responses you have asked. So how many responses you all feel? How many of them you want to interview? You let me know. One company, one person. So five people or 10 people. How many people we should keep? Tell me. कितने लोगों को करना है आपको? 25. आप ही बताओ. Just you also participate in decision making. You also give me suggestion. Because I don't want to give instruction. ये instruction देने का नहीं है मुझे. You also give me some ideas. क्या करेंगे? Okay, 3 or 5 she is saying. So what others are saying? Okay. So 5. Final is 5. You all keep 5. Okay. So interview 5 different people. Okay. Don't ask 5 of your friends and you are finishing the project. ये मोटिव क्या है? ऐसा ही प्रोजेक्ट फिनिश करना नहीं है. You have to create the awareness to the people, and you also should know what people are doing with the equipment. E-waste, are they doing e-waste? Do they know about it? If anyone is saying, I don't know about the e-waste, you write that also in the word. Okay. So all these are important. You only think. This is for own thinking ke liye. You sit and think, then you discuss with your friends. So no problem. Don't make a common questionnaire. Okay. Because 77 students today means 77 different thinking is there. Thoda mehnat karo, automatically you will get it. Yes, Kaif, you wanted to ask anything? Kaif Ali. I have given 10th February. 8 more days are there for you all. Okay. So on 10th, I will create the folder and everyone submit your Word document. Okay. So I'm not saying that I won't agree. I won't agree नहीं है. मुझे ऐसा मैं strict नहीं हूँ. I am not at all strict. I will not scold. But you try थोड़ा different see group of people all 77 students same question से थोड़ा अलग रखो ऐसा मुझे इच्छा है. If someone is taking the leadership in your class, that person is creating the question, then that person only will be the leader always. How you will become the leader, that also I should see, right? इसके लिए ओके लीडरशिप दूसरे के हाथ में देकर इफ यू आर नॉट थिंकिंग सजेशन ले सकते आप ओके सजेशन इज डिफरेंट बट 77 लीडर्स होना चाहिए ना सो फॉर दैट यू ओनली थिंक एंड नाउ द एडवांटेजेस वी हैव गूगल में बहुत कुछ मदद मिल रहा है कॉपी पेस्ट मत करो पहले आप थिंक कर फ्रेम करो फिर रेफर कर यू डू द रेफरेंस एंड करेक्ट इट आपके इसमें कुछ मिस्टेक है तो okay so now I hope everything is clear. You have to interview 5 different people about the e-waste.
मैम
That is the
लास्ट डेट कभी है इसका?
and 10th February 8 more days are there for you all.
Okay मैम.
And whatever doubt you all have, please get it cleared from me. And later on, don't discuss. Minimum वही 5 कितने questions बोला मैंने 10 questions.
Ma'am, minimum is 5 and maximum is 10, no?
Minimum 5, maximum 10. So maximum ही रखो everyone. ऐसा बोल रही हूँ thinking के लिए. So you think. See आप लोग आपको ही you don't know yourself. एक बार चालू किया तो starting trouble. एक बार चालू किया तो फटाफट बहुत कुछ चीज आ रहा है. Okay. So definitely you will. नो एक फॉर्म बस है वो 5 डिफरेंट पीपल को भेजो बस ऐसा बोल रही तो एक फॉर्म में 10 क्वेश्चंस रहेगा दैट्स इट one form 10 questions send that to 5 different people okay then collect the answer submit that in word format so in that word we need to have your roll number your name and your class subject name it has to be there and you are collecting right form itself it will show you what is the name of the person what is the relationship with you everything you are asking him that person will reply copy and paste karo word mein okay so you just do the research and start doing from today and 10th मतलब 9th रात को 12 बजे किसी को मत भेजो okay so you start from today itself later on I will ask you to send that Google form आप create किया तो वो भी पूछने वाली हूँ टाइम स्टैम्प के साथ मिल जाएगा I will catch you if you are doing it the last moment okay so don't do it in the last moment so start from today okay so tomorrow's lecture I will ask how many of you have done it so you have to give the honest reply to me okay chalo I hope everything is clear and can
Yes,
somebody
ma'am.
okay can somebody say whatever I said can you repeat and you yes 5 enough, okay. And the questions are also most important. And you target 5 different people, okay. एक अंकल से पूछा है तो दूसरा चाचा से मत पूछो. You just one चाचा मतलब one नान, ऐसा मत करो. Relative one is enough. क्योंकि हमारे सबको रिलेटिव्स का ग्रुप रहता है, देन हम उसमें डालते हैं एंड दे आर ओनली रिप्लाइंग. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. दे मे बी वर्किंग इन डिफरेंट डिफरेंट एनवायरमेंट, बट आप ऐसा पूछो 5 different people, because you all understand the purpose of doing this. This purpose is not just for the marks. Marks तो yes, mark is there, that is different. ऐसा marks बीच में नहीं आना चाहिए आपके मन में. Okay, who can I select? To whom I can send? 5 different people. That type of mindset you have to have. How I will spread this news to everyone. So all these, and already what people are doing. These many years I was not knowing. Oh, they are already doing. So these type of expression we have to have after collecting the information. So be responsible. Everyone take the responsibility and do it. Okay. Chalo. Just 15 minutes we will discuss about the green computing subject also, because already this discussion is also important. So we have already seen about the power savings in data center also. Okay. We need to see all these. And this we did not see. Only we discussed about the power. We have understood the more power you use, the more money you spend. Next, consider the issue on an environmental level. The more power you use, the more fossil fuels. Yeah, we were seeing about the fossil fuels. The last video also I showed you all. Just try to remember that. Because fossil fuels are used in order to create the electricity, and which gives harm to the environment also. So we need to create the electricity through wind power and through water also they have given. Okay. So the more fossil fuels, the local electrical utility has to be burned, thus causing more greenhouse gases to be generated. Next one, desktop. Power can be managed easily enough throughout your user base. Just be sure to enable power management settings. An average desktop PC requires 85 watts just to idle. Okay, just to be idle. उसमें कुछ भी नहीं है, उसके लिए 85 watts. Even with the monitor off. Understood? अब monitor off करके रखो, but चालू करके रखो desktop, उसके लिए 85 watts use करना पड़ता है. Consume होता है. Okay. If that computer is only in use or idling for 40 hours a week instead of a full 168, so US dollar 40 in energy costs will be saved annually from that workstation alone. So what they are saying is, just for idling the PCs, it takes 85 watts. What you can do is, the PC, whichever is not in use, you can idle. So, idle करने के वजह से आप बहुत कुछ consumption reduce कर सकता है. That is one solution. Okay. And idle PCs means it might be the server, उसमें काम नहीं होगा, but उसका purpose तो चाहिए होगा. Okay. So think about the savings that can be recognized if those savings are multiplied by thousands of computers across your organization. Remember, whenever you are studying the green computing, We are thinking about the big organization. So you are the in charge of the organization. So पूरा organization में ये सब cost cutting कैसे कर सकते? How can you do? So that also we are thinking. Next, data centers. Networked computers are the backbone of business, but the growth in servers and network infrastructure has caused a sharp spike in the electrical usage in the data center. See, previously, last semester you would have studied LAN, WAN, everything. Only a single computer was there. Later on, they brought this networking concept. 3-4 computers will be connected. उसमें बहुत ही फायदा हुआ. Okay, it gave lot of benefits, resource sharing benefit, and the data sharing benefit. Everything was there because of the network connectivity, but tremendous electricity. Okay, power consumption was a lot. So power consumption per rack has risen from 1 kilowatt in 2000 to 8 kilowatt in 2006 and is expected to top 20 kilowatt in 2010. Now we are in 2022. So it has been increased. So here they have given the word rack. So what does it mean? Okay, so that we will see. I will explain the meaning of rack. Have they given the diagram? So Google me, I will show you server with rack. See, so this is one server. Okay, see here also the server. Rack means it is partitioned into many. Okay, so that is known as server rack. घर में rack रहता है ना, ऐसा ये. So this is used for efficient storage. Okay, so that is known as server rack. Instead of having 10 server, एक ही server में आप 10 rack ले लो. Okay, so it is a partition. All outside server, you are bringing it in one server. So that is known as rack. Okay. So I am doing everything in front of you all. While studying, you have to use this method. That is why. Okay. So that is my idea to teach you. So whenever you are studying any subject, immediately you have to put it in Google and you need to understand. Because I know the meaning of rack server. I have used in many subjects. But how you will understand that? Okay. So in this way, you need to study that. So what is the use of that? Rack server means which will save the power, which will save the space and everything. That is the use of the rack server. Okay. So you all can read about this rack server afterwards, later. But I just gave the idea of through the image. What is the meaning of rack server and how you need to study whenever you are studying any subject. Okay. See the image and see the explanation. These two are very, very important. Nowadays, you all are having the Google. Okay, we never had. Okay, we had to go to library. We have to search so many books to understand. All these were there. Dictionary. If we did not understand any English word, what we did, and we used to search the dictionary, paper dictionary which we had, then we understood the meaning. But now you have everything in hand. Only you need to have the intention, curiosity to understand. So suppose I am writing this. See, many of you might be from the vernacular medium till 12th standard. So now you are studying everything in English. It is not easy for you. Suppose your friend is studying, that is different. Friend would have understood. You cannot follow the same system how your friend is studying. Okay. So you please understand from now itself, then third year hone ke baad struggle nahi hona chahiye. Okay. So like that you have to type and check. So it is one framework. Okay. So now whatever I showed in the images, it is known as the rack. ऐसा shelf में रहता है, that is also known as the rack. So here it is there, this is also known as the rack. So this one is the rack. So this one is the rack. Similar meaning in server also. Okay. Are you listening, students? May I get a reply?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here they have given power consumption per rack has risen. So then immediately you need to understand the meaning of this. Okay. Next. The 20-fold demand. 20-fold demand means that many times, 20 times. Demand in energy consumption is not just due to more servers. Lot of the increase comes from the additional network infrastructure needed to support additional servers. Of the US dollar 29 billion spent each year on server power and cooling. So now we are studying about data center. See, in data center, there are so many servers. What they are saying is the infrastructure we need to, it has to be proper. We need to plan it properly. Okay. And so many server, but server kaise connect ho jata hai. So many, and port we need, Ethernet switch we need. So everything we have to consider. So US dollar 29 billion spent each year on server power and cooling. Just 30% actually goes to the IT load. Consider 24 port Ethernet switch. We have here 24. Connectivity it can have. On the low end, it uses 250 watts of power. Okay. And it is in continuous use. Each 1 unit rack switch uses 2190 kilowatt each year. If the electricity generated to power this switch comes from a coal-fired plant, 1780 pounds of coal are needed to produce these many kilowatt. Okay. So 1 unit rack ke liye, and the switch which is being used, and this switch uses 2000 kilowatt per every year. This 2000 kilowatt power generation ke liye, just for this switch ke liye, okay, we need 1780 pounds of coal. Okay. Which generates 2 tons of carbon dioxide. They have given over here. So एक server में 10 rack मतलब 1 rack के लिए it is connected with this switch. So this switch, okay. So power consumption, then उसके लिए कितना coal use हो जाता है, वो coal के वजह से कितना carbon dioxide release हो रहा है, कितना harmful it is to the environment. Okay. So burning 1780 pounds of coal releases over 2 tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, along with other pollutants such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. But that's just for 1 rack switch. Multiply those numbers by the millions of switches in the world, and you can see that we have a big problem on our hands. Consumption. Okay. The EPA must be the authority. They estimated that data centers consume 1.5% of the nation's electrical power. Okay, abhi Google data center. Imagine about each and every time we are depending on Google. So unka data center to they have to always expand their data center. They have to increase their servers. The whole world is using Google a lot. Okay, and suppose Google data center, it is in US. Overall nation ka electricity में data center consumption itself is 2 to 3%. Okay. So 2007 में 1.5. So now it would have been increased. So that's barely enough to even show up on a pie chart, but it still equates to about 61 billion kilowatt per year. Okay. That's twice as much power as was consumed 5 years ago. And that number will double again by 2011 to more than 100 billion. So in this pie chart, it is small portion only. But that itself is a IT consumption is too much. Remaining or other user power consumption. So unless CIOs do something to change that trend, 100 billion kilowatt will require the equivalent of 15 new power plants to be constructed. It would churn out as much as 47 million metric tons of carbon dioxide per year. Okay. So CEO and or CTO, whoever, they need to plan a lot about it. Okay. So that's not exactly true. We would not have to build that many power plants. That can't be built that quickly anyway. Instead of building all those power plants, we could just have brownout and rolling blackouts during peak usage times. See, instead of increasing the power plant, we needed to change some small changes in the infrastructure of our data center. Okay. So which will help us to use whatever power is already produced. We will use from that power only. Okay. So this is what they are planning and they have been discussing. So what we are doing, data center, are you listening, students? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So data center,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
are increasing the servers.
Yes.
Okay. Server increase हो रहा है and we are increasing the rack also. Each and every rack के लिए power consumption is more. उतना power produce करने के लिए हमारे पास plant नहीं है. So plant increase करना पड़ेगा. But plant increase मतलब immediately नहीं कर सकते. It will take much time to increase the plant. Okay. So what we can do, whatever infrastructure is there, उसपे क्या क्या करके हम power consumption less कर सकते. Okay. So that already the power plant, how much ever power it is producing, we can use only from that instead of focusing on the new thing. That is what they are planning about this. Okay. So that discussion is going on. Just a second. So now the EPA has suggested a number of ways in which data centers can be more energy efficient, ranging from properly organizing physical space to reduce cooling loads to using energy efficient power supplies. So next one is data center मतलब heat वो ज़्यादा produce कर रहा है. There are lot of heat produced in the data center. So in order to reduce that heat, okay, there are so many cooling techniques are there. But that cooling करने के लिए भी electricity also it is used. So now what they are thinking, can we reduce that cooling loads by using energy efficient power supply? Okay. So energy efficient power supply मतलब वो ज़्यादा heat produce नहीं करेगा. Okay. So if the heat is not produced much, then cooling job भी कम हो जाएगा. For that reason, higher energy efficient power supplies can lower your data center's electricity bill dramatically. The same example which I gave you all, LED light use करो, okay. फिर LED light investment ज़्यादा होगा, but later on it will give the less electricity bill. So annual savings of US dollar 2,700 to US dollar 6,500 per rack are possible simply by moving to energy efficient power supplies. The ideal power supplies are at least 80% efficient. Supplies reaching that level of efficiency are certified as 80 plus. To get an idea of what you can save by using an 80 plus certified power supply, just you have to go here, you have to understand. Okay. So the calculator allows you to enter the number of 80 plus certified computers. All of you note down this. Okay, 80plus.org. So go to that, whatever name they have given, you just have to go and you have to select everything, understand. So 80 plus certified computers and servers your organization is using, and then it allows you to put in the average price for electricity. Okay, so that will give you the idea about the electricity. This is, sorry. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, correct. Good example. Yeah, very good. Correct. The fan also now, the motor, whatever it is used in the fan. Okay. So that also saves. Now new technology is there. So if we change to that, that also saves the electricity. Rightly he pointed out. Okay. So that also, because always I'm used to this LED and other things, and correctly he pointed out about the fan also. Very good. So many new things are coming up, which is, as he said, which is going to be very useful for the society. Okay. एंड हम लोग सपोज 5 साल और 10 साल के पहले हमने कुछ खरीदा है, अभी चेंज करना है, मतलब चेंज करने से प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट प्रॉपर डिस्पोजल ओल्ड को कैसे करना है, एंड एवरीथिंग वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. इफ इट इज गोइंग टू बी cost benefit as well as environment benefit, nothing harm in doing it. Okay, in that way we need to think. You just remember the page number 47. Tomorrow you let me know the page number. Okay. So with this, I end today's lecture. Remaining we will discuss tomorrow. If you start the project, everyone, today. More projects you will be getting. We can't stick with only one project, okay? Because learning, we need to learn lot of things. You all can leave, students. See you all tomorrow.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone. Yes.